Meanwhile, in the men's competition, as far as the teams are concerned, it was the Netherlands getting the bronze medal, Japan the gold, and Australia the silver. So now you're all caught up as we get set for the mixed team bronze medal match to start this afternoon, at least this afternoon here in Shanghai. And it's going to be Great Britain taking on Chinese Taipei. Great Britain seated 14th.
Chinese Taipei were 13th in the ranking.
Great Britain reaching this point with a 5-4 win over Spain, then knocking off Ukraine 6-2, then lost a tie-breaking shoot-off with the USA. Naomi FOLKARD, 30 years old, teaming up with the 37-year-old Larry Godfrey. So two very veteran archers.
Absolutely, lots of experience there. On paper, this is going to be a fantastic match.
Chinese Taipei, as Hugh mentioned, seated 13th. They had a good week as well here in Shanghai. A 5-3 win over Colombia. Came away as the victor in the same score against Germany and lost by the very same score to Mexico. PENG Shih-Cheng, 19 years old, teaming up with YUAN 29 years old. So we're just about set to go here. And while we've got a moment, Hugh, why don't you tell them how the game is played?
All right, this is the Recurve mixed team event. It's the first time it's run with set play at the World Cup level. There will be a race to 5 points. You either get 2 points if you outscore your opponent in a given set, 1 point if the two teams tie, or 0 points if your opponent outscores you.
So it's a race to 5.
4 sets is the end of regulation.
And we could go to a shoot-off. It could happen.
Quite easily, especially if those flags are any indicator and the wind has just dropped right off.
Did not have a shoot-off in the team competition this morning here in Shanghai as Naomi FOLKARD starts off with an 8. So now Larry Godfrey shooting from the left side.
He has buckets of experience. He would be at, he was definitely in the London Olympics 2012. Doesn't look like that was a great shot, but he got away with it.
He was effective. Could be a 10. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, there's a lot of angle on that. I think it's a 9.
So now Chinese Taipei.
That's a nice shot.
And a 9. For YUAN 29. PENG Shih-Cheng, 19 years old, unranked.
An 8. So we're tied up early in the early going, but the set is only half over. Yeah, this should be an absolutely fantastic match. I looked over the ranking and the set scores. They were ranked 13th and 14th. The set scores through the eliminations to get to this point have been very, very nearly equal. Nice 10.
Naomi nailing that shot. Naomi 17th at the London Olympics.
So this is a pair of British Olympians here. There's a nice...
Sticks it.
Yeah, that would be even an X if they were counting. Which is that little gray faded circle right in the center. It's a slightly smaller ring that you just want to hit. Doesn't get you any more points.
Bottom line is that it's a 10.
It's a 10. Oh, there's another nice X.
There's
Good
another
answer.
nice one, yes. YUAN 29, who won a team's bronze medal in Shanghai back in 2010 when this was actually the 4th stage on the World Cup circuit.
Shooting very, very quickly. Ooh, that's a 7, I think.
So a tough way to end that first set.
But here's the advantage of set points. So Larry and Naomi now have 2 set points at the end of that. But now we start back at 0, and the Chinese Taipei archers are not that far behind. They're 2 set points behind, but it's easy to come back from that. It's not like it's a cumulative score where they would be behind by at least 3.
Interesting time for archery and all sports, I guess, when you really look at this, Hugh. I mean, it's 2 years out from London and 2 years out from Rio. We're sort of in that middle ground area right now, and I know teams will be ramping up as we get closer to Rio, but people still want to kind of stay in that groove, and they want to keep improving and building and growing.
This is an absolutely perfect time to be bringing in new team members and to start to generate.
See what you've
growth.
got.
Absolutely. To work out some of the younger archers and get them some international experience at a high level. But it's also a really great time for the more experienced archers to be working with their form, to be doing some experimentation, trying out different orders in team round, trying out different combinations, trying out a little bit of different form things here and there, just to see if they can get a little bit better, because they have the time to go back if they have to. And being able to practice these things at this level is ideal. So making these matches to get to the gold or bronze medal matches where we are right now, it's a fantastic acid test, a litmus test, if you will.
That's a good way to put it. The Archery World Cup Tour, getting archers ready for Olympic competition and World Championships as well. Chinese Taipei trailing by 2, starts off with a 9. Yuan Shu-Chi.
They shot very quickly in the first set, which is a great advantage, especially if there's a wind to deal with.
Mr. Peng.
Nice 9. That took them less than 15 seconds an arrow.
So they should have plenty of time. Now Naomi.
Very deliberate setup.
An experienced Olympian, having competed in Athens as well as Beijing and London. High and to the right.
And she actually does a slightly rare thing among the top shooters, as far as I am concerned. I'm not certain. I haven't done an official poll on this.
I haven't taken a survey yet.
But she closes her non-dominant eye, and that's not super common. Or it's quite possible that she closes her other eye because she's shooting against her dominant eye. Nice exit from Larry there. So far we're tied up in this set.
I think Larry had eyes wide open that time. So an 8 and a 10 for Great Britain. And as Hugh McDonald mentioned, we're tied at 18.
And if you see, she's got both eyes wide open. Nice 10. Solid shooting from YUAN.
The team from Chinese Taipei picking up their game.
I like his draw. It's really quick, straight to the anchor.
Tad off course with that shot.
Kind of wish he was getting slightly better results, but there's an awful lot to like about how he's shooting.
So let's look for what Hugh was just talking about a moment ago.
So she closes her left eye.
Inside the line for a 9.
You can see the water seeping through the paper targets. It's pretty moist here.
Oh yes, it has been soggy in Shanghai all weekend long. I think everybody's waterlogged. But they have shot well.
Ooh, that was close to the clock. There's only 2 seconds left. Where is it?
That's what I'm wondering as well.
I didn't see that.
And neither Naomi or Larry look pleased right now.
Given that, I'm going to guess that the Chinese Taipei won that.
We'll see if we can locate that arrow.
I'm pretty sure it hit a target. It sounded like it hit a target. So 36
well, yesterday we saw somebody shoot at the wrong target.
Oh, they split.
Oh, they split? Is that what it was?
Yes, so that means that Larry shot, it looks like a 9.
So they'll split the set points.
Yep. Yep, so Larry got a 9. It was very well hidden.
So a 3-1 lead.
So if Britain wins this set outright, they win the match.
And the bronze.
Yes. Chinese Taipei now needs to win to stay alive. Well, they can split it if they want, but winning is by far the better option.
Yuan Shu-Chi. Just outside the 10 ring.
Good result. She was walking a little bit early, I would say. Not quite enough to the finish of the shot. They have so much time. They could take the extra quarter of a second to just really finish the shot. Oh, this is a little bit longer.
Shih-Cheng holding longer, yes.
I wonder if his nerves are getting to him just a little bit.
He's been wide left, he's been wide right.
The group's just a little bit opened, and that's generally an indicator of just a slightly tense archer. All he has to do is relax, And the whole group will just tighten up, and he's nicely centered, and it would just fall into the 10 ring. Good night.
Naomi with a 9. And now here's Larry, who won a silver medal at stage 3 in Ogden, Utah back in 2012.
Oh.
Both in the 9 ring.
No guesses about what that score is. Shot it through the hoop of the 9.
He actually nailed the 9.
Exactly.
Yes. There's shooting a 9, and then there's nailing the 9. Ms. Yuan.
Nice quick shot, another 9.
The more experienced archer in this pair.
And you know an experienced archer when you shoot a solid 9 in a team round and you're unhappy. Nice and quick. Good 9.
Nice shot. Peng Shih-Cheng with the 9 as well. His only previous international competition came 4 years ago, the Asian Grand Prix in Thailand. So this is a big stage for him to be on.
Pair of 9s wins it for the Brits.
Grimacing as she released, and you can see why.
All right, so 10 from Larry, and the Brits win it. Still winnable, but it takes that slightly better shot. He's composed. He's been in this position before.
For the win, and he got it. Larry Godfrey high fives with Naomi FOLKARD as the pair from Great Britain come away with the victory. And they do it in quick order. Took only 3 sets.
Yeah, that's the minimum number of sets to win.
You get a kiss for that one.
Oh. Lloyd giving Larry a kiss there.
So Larry Godfrey celebrating along with Naomi FOLKARD as they get the afternoon started with a strong performance, winning 5-1.
That's good to see. Those guys have been around for quite some time, working hard all the time. It's nice to see them getting a good result.
So a bronze medal goes to Great Britain, and great experience for the team from Chinese Taipei. Last year here, it was Korea taking the bronze medal as Shanghai Zhen and Oh Jin-yek teamed up to defeat Aida Roman and Juan Rene Serrano, whom we are about to see in the next match.